Oh man, I'm tweaking. Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, good people? How y'all feeling today? Oh man, welcome to another show. Man, I can actually say, well, I'm gonna answer. I asked y'all how y'all feeling. Y'all probably can't see me yet. I mean, see us in here yet, but I actually had a productive day. More productive than usual, but it's not about me today. I'm actually y'all. But anyway, man, I got a special guest, man. This guy, like I just told him, I call him a truth speaker. Man, he does a lot. He does a lot of stuff. But I really like this is a guy that I can have a conversation with, you know what I'm saying? Really no judgments on, and he speak his truth, you know. So I'm gonna bring him up and let him introduce himself. Yo, my boy, my brother, how you feeling?
Yo, what's the word and such, man?
Oh man, bless,
In the
bless.
building, Crossfire, aka Mr. Watch a Witness. How's everyone feeling? Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all feeling blessed, man.
Yes,
Feel
sir.
honored. Feel honored to be here today, man. Really thank
Oh
you
man,
for
I'm
having me
glad
on,
to have you, bro.
man.
I'm glad
This
to
feels
have you.
great.
So, man, we gonna jump right into it, man. Crossfire. I know we gonna be on for a while. So, tell the people, man, where you from? Where you grew up at?
Well, originally I was born in Mercy Hospital on the low end, the south side. So I was
Okay, I didn't
born
know that.
there. Yeah, people didn't know I'm a low end baby, but I moved away when I was 4. Then I lived up north for about 3 years, and then I moved to the west. I moved in Oak Park, then near the Austin community on the west side. But I was mainly in the Oak Park area because my parents didn't want me to go to CPS, so I was in elementary school all the way up to OPRF, and then the rest is history, man. I've been all up and down Chicago's from the west side to the south suburbs. So I've been pretty much everywhere. Just been a wandering around the whole city.
Okay,
So
that's what's up. That's what's up. And so you spent the majority of your time like west and north,
west and south.
west and
Cause
south. Okay.
my family's on the low and they on 35th Street. From 35th to about 47.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Along the borders between State and King Drive. So they along that perimeter.
Oh okay. Dope.
Hmm.
Okay. We might be kin, man. I got family down there too. Man, that's what's up, bro. Okay, cool. So man, what I know when I first met you, we talked about that already, but you used to have the camera. How did you get into filming, bro?
uh, it was just I don't know, man. It was just a natural. It was just something I just picked up. It wasn't something that I had a passion for. I know that it was just something that I just grasped and tried out, and then it was just a something that became such a, a habit for me to keep
Mm,
myself occupied. And I guess I love to do that so much. It became a creative expression, and I just applied it in the footwear culture as I was doing it. So that's how
fact-
people know me as Mr. Watch and Witness today.
facts. Man, so that's where you started at with the footwear culture, or you started before that?
Well, the same time I started footwork was the same time I started recording and editing videos. So it
Oh,
was all at
snap.
the same time. But I
Okay.
was more so focused in the video and editing more so than footworking. So
Right,
I was kind of on and off with the footworking.
right. And you was self-taught everything with editing and everything.
Hmm. No class, no nothing. I just figured things out as I went along and such.
Oh man. Yeah, that's dope. YouTube University? Yeah.
You could kind of say that, but
Right.
I never did no tutorials. It's just
Yeah.
I
Just if you
just
had a
learned.
little hiccup or something, let me go ahead and see what's going on, huh?
Not even that. It's like
Damn.
I just figured it out on my own. Like
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I was using Windows Movie Maker. That was my editing program.
yeah.
But people
Damn.
thought I was using something else. I'm like, nope,
Facts.
Windows Movie Maker. It's, you know,
Man.
there's an old saying. Sometimes it's not the program; it's what you do with the program to make it, special. So it was just a simple Windows Movie Maker.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope, bro. You just dropped the gem on somebody, man. That's what's up.
Hmm.
Did anybody ever like come to you for like mentorship on that, like filming?
Nope, not
No.
that I know of. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. All
There
right.
was I had one mentor to teach how to make tracks though. That was about it. Shout out my boy Lil Chris. I showed him a little ropes on that, but
Oh
not the
yeah.
Lil Chris from Taliban, but my other guy, Lil Chris
Yeah.
from out west.
Right.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's a crazy segue. I was just gonna go into it. Right. So I know you had the camera, then you went over to producing Chicago footwork tracks. So how did you get into that?
When you're surrounded by tracks, man, you ain't, you get curious of just like, hey, I want to make one myself.
Right.
So that's what I did, man. My first track I made was originally with Young Smoke back in like '08, but it was just one track. And then 2 years later, I had full hands on track making with my homie K Lock. Shout out my boy K Lock. And that's when, like
Mm-hmm.
I said, the Crossfire, y'all know today making tracks, either one, but Locke predominantly was the one that taught me how to make tracks on
Oh
the Fruit
yeah.
Loops program.
Okay.
Yeah, it was him. And then I started working it on my own, and then, you know, the same way with the video editing program. Whatever he didn't teach me, figured it out on my own, you
Facts.
know. And
Facts.
once again, no tutorials, no, it's just figure it out as you go along. But it was more, I feel like it's fun when you figure it out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, of course you'll have your basic manual scriptures or your guidebooks and stuff like that. But then, to show you their version of the basis of using stuff. But when you do it hands on your own and you figure it out on your own, it's more fun, and
Right.
it also makes you more creative when you
Right.
do that, when you do so.
Right. Yeah, that is true. I remember when I first dove in, same thing. Like you say, you around it and like it's like, man, um, it's like you say, it's better when you're doing it by yourself and you could come like your creative space, like, dang. And I'm like, man, I thought about the track, all type of stuff came to my head. So I like me personally, I like sampling though.
I do
Uh,
too.
yeah. It's like it's just
You
some
know,
like when you remix that off that sample, it's like you feel
hell
like you just
yeah.
went wild, man. I like
Big
sampling,
fact.
bro. I'm like, hey, yeah, this dope.
I
Yeah, that's
mean, I like man-made stuff because you gotta give yourself your original content of what you could do on your own.
right.
But to for your own originality, of course, like pure original stuff. But
Yeah,
I'm more into the sampling, and it's like honestly, bro, it's not like I'm trying to make it big in this
right,
footwork industry thing, with the music and all that. So it's like I said, it's all a hobby for me. It's not
right,
much of a career thing for me.
right. Well, I respect you, at bro, with the culture. And you came in and served. You showed everybody else talent, bro. You was behind the camera. You wasn't like on the other side where somebody was showing you. You was showing everybody else. So you came in serving and showing everybody else talent and giving them using your platform to get them exposure, bro. I got mad respect for you for that, man. Like that's needed. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's your turn to get on the other side of it now because people like need to see who you are as well. You know. Um, that
Well,
brings me to this Japan trip, man. Let me, man, look, I ain't never been to Japan, man. I'm trying to, man, get over there and see what's going on. So, how was that experience to Japan?
I didn't want to leave.
Didn't want to leave,
I
yeah.
didn't want to leave.
No,
I swear to God, I did not want to leave, man, because that was one of the most phenomenal experiences I've ever had, man. The best 2 weeks of my life. That was
yeah.
actually the first time I actually was happy in my lifetime. It really
You was
was,
over there
man.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Me, Locke, and my sister, we was there for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That we even did Mario Kart racing in the street in real life. I'm like, hell yeah! What you played on a video game, you did that shit in real life. I'm like, oh my god.
Wow. So y'all get there. How okay, you get off the man, you get off the plane, man. What was your feeling? Like was chills going through like, man, what's going on?
You know, it's funny because I actually remember when I got off, I didn't felt no chills
Mm-hmm.
until I got out the airport.
Okay.
And then I was kind of laughing at the security in Japan. He was like, "You from Chicago?" Oh, Michael Jordan. I was like, "Yeah, MJ."
That's
Like,
hey,
yeah,
that's everybody know Michael
yeah.
Jordan. That's it.
I was like, I don't want to be rude, but it's like I gotta remember I'm in a different country. That's like and that's another thing. When you go to a different country, it's
Hmm.
totally different than going to a different state. Because
Okay.
regardless of going to a different state and they got their own state laws, it's a lot more different when you're in a different country and
Yeah.
you're dealing with their laws. Like there's a whole country with a whole different laws to where it's like they ain't got no say. It's just this country that you're in. So you gotta
Facts.
abide by their way of living, their way of how they handle their laws over here
Hmm.
versus the American way of living. So it's like I had to learn to blend in their environment, which I did pretty good. You
Hmm.
know, like Japan is the type of place where it's like they don't like no loud noises after a certain time. It's like once it's peace and quiet, it's peace and quiet. It's like ain't no such like you gonna be loud like how motherfuckers on the block be like, yeah, woo, like man, fuck you, woo, out the
Hmm.
bam and you know, like it's
Yeah.
not it's quiet, it's silence, it's you know. And I ain't gonna lie, I actually liked it. I love the silence sometimes because it's like shit. That sounds like, bro, everyone needs to have a peace of mind, you know?
Yeah.
Like, depending where
Mm.
people be from, it's like, you still hear loud noise, you hear the sirens, or you may hear some gunshots here and there, and
Yeah.
it's like I could relate that because I heard sirens when I used to live on Austin and Madison, just
Hmm.
it's like it'll wake you up, and then you try to go back to sleep and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. Right. So I
or
know
you'll
that.
hear
Yeah. So what? How was the man the food? Did you have to adapt to the food coach over there in Japan?
Hey, look, man, I ain't trying to dick ride Japan, but as far as the food, it tastes better than here.
Okay.
Like on an authentic scale,
Yeah.
because the food there is not GMO'd, it's not processed, it's like natural.
Hmm.
They fried chicken natural, they ramen is natural. It's like I literally seen them make they ramen. Like how you see in the anime and all that, or you
Yeah.
see like in the movies. Like I seen them actually make ramen in real life in my face, and it's pretty much uh uh bread dough,
Okay.
and they
Wow.
just string it.
Yeah.
hmm
Wow.
And I'm like, all this is not like I even have the Cheetos over there, bro. The Cheetos in Japan taste totally different than the Cheetos over here, bro. It's like it's
Yeah.
naturally baked. It ain't processed. It's just naturally baked. You feel me? It's like
Mm.
it's one of those. It's like man, and I'm not gonna lie, how you know the food tastes so good? It's like it's good, but it's like it never runs you to the bathroom like that after
Hmm.
you eat it and stuff like that. It's just my best way of explaining is like y'all, if y'all ever travel the country, you just gotta experience it for yourself, man, and
Yeah.
then you'll understand where I'm coming from when it's like the experience going to Japan or going to any different country elsewhere.
Hmm.
It's gonna feel different, and the reason why I say I don't want to leave is like the certain the certain traits and qualities that Japan have that we don't have is like I feel like it's something that's missing over here where it's like I want this feeling back at home.
Mm. Gotcha.
And it's like sadly I'm not. And no offense to Chicago, and this is including footwork too. There
Hmm.
was a lot of things in the footwork culture in Japan that I saw to where I was like, damn, this shit reminds me of back in the days when we used to party and get down back in the late 2000s era.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like the culture over there, like they just love to have fun. That's like I had a ball. Me and Locke had a ball, man.
That, that's what's up. You know, a lot of people. I be talking to people like, and they don't believe that it's like the culture is big over there in Japan. You know,
Oh, it's big.
and I'll
It's
be like,
big.
man, listen. I'm like, all you gotta do is go to YouTube, bro. You could Google it. Like,
Man, look, I went to three cities in
mhm,
Japan. I went to Tokyo, I went to
mm,
Osaka, and I went to Okinawa. I went
okay.
to three places. All of them got some footwork going on over there, including Okinawa. Okay.
Mm,
Now, here's the one thing I learned about Okinawa, though, real quick. Do
mm-hmm,
not call them Japanese people because they're not Japanese. They Okinawans, and they speak a different language, but they know how to speak Japanese.
mm,
It's just like calling a Chinese a Japanese person. It's like, don't do that, bro.
right.
That's like calling a Mexican or Puerto Rican. They'll smack the shit out of you if you do so.
Right.
Giving them mistaken identity. So it's like, bro, if y'all ever go to Japan and you end up in Okinawa, do not call them Japanese because they're not that. And plus, their handwriting is different from Japanese handwriting too. So that's
Oh
another
yeah.
difference. Yeah, it's
Okay.
different. But yeah, it's always something going on as far as footwork in Tokyo and Osaka predominantly. And
Right.
I've been to both. And shoot, they had flyers for me and Kayla. Like we was like the headliners. Like, oh
Mm,
shit.
okay.
Like we
No-
headlines. Like, but the thing was, we didn't come in like we was trying to have gigs. We was coming there like as a tourist.
Yeah.
We wasn't going on business. We was going there as tourists. But
Right.
everything was just set up like the moment they was there. Like the moment you come over there, it's like
Hmm.
it's like they happy that we here. It's like we're next door, so it's like
Yeah.
the same way like how we feel when they come to us
Yeah.
in Footwork Appreciation Month. It's like
Hmm.
they gave that exact same feeling when we came over there.
That's dope. That's dope, bro. Man, that's a good experience, man. I mean, I haven't been to other places out the country, but I've never been there. But like you said, when you go out the country, it's just a different seeing different cultures and how they do things, and like you said, the food different.
Man,
Um,
man, the food was just
yeah,
health wise. It was just
yeah,
like,
100%.
oh,
Yeah, even they pop like they pop different.
bro,
Yeah.
they well,
Well, yeah.
you can say that. Oh, and let me also add on, man. They had Wendy's in Japan,
Uh-huh.
bro. The Wendy's here ain't got shit on the Wendy's in Japan. I'll tell you that right now,
Yeah.
bro. Like, bro, they beef patty be thick like a motherfucker, like
Yeah.
natural beef patties, not that little bullshit wannabe White Castle meat patties that Wendy's be having.
Soy burgers. Wow.
No, that shit be thick like a motherfucker. And
Mm.
all you need is one burger, cause
Yeah.
I be asking for two because that shit don't be enough. That shit be flat like be flat.
Right.
But
Right.
burger there is like, oh, they'll fill you up.
Mm.
Like it's just natural. It's like I said, just naturally, it's just
Right.
natural. It's not processed GMO, nothing. It's just natural Angus beef.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Another person I've been talking to, man, is Lil Joe. We be chatting on via chat, and
Lil Joe the Booker, shout
yes,
out my boy Lil
yeah,
Joe,
I said,
man.
yeah. Man, he said he got so much peace over there, and is he in Taiwan?
He's in Thailand.
Thailand, yeah, Thailand, yeah, Thailand. He's like, man, he ain't heard a gunshot since he left Chicago. He said it's just a whole different scenery. He's like, he's just at peace. He's not worried about certain stuff, about having to fit in with cultures and all that. He like, man, it's a different experience.
Well,
And I'm
go
like,
ahead,
dang, that's super dope. He looked like he at peace.
man. Look, when I saw him now doing him being a kickboxer, bro, I didn't recognize. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that's Lil Joe.
Yeah, facts.
And I was, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm so happy for him because
Yeah.
little history lesson for people that don't know. Like, Me and him, we both from the west side, west suburbs. He
Mm-hmm.
from Maywood, I'm from the Oak Park areas, but I was at the borderline between, Austin. And what's funny is I stayed one block down from DJ Nate crib at the time.
Okay.
So, but yeah, man, it's like I feel like Maywood weren't all that much of, 'cause, like, people want to misconstrue like the suburbs, period, including the south suburb, like it's sweet, don't nothing
Yeah.
happen, and it'd be a couple right. But I was like, bro, shit be popping off out in the west suburbs too, just
Yeah.
like it did in the south suburbs. And
Right.
Maywood is pretty much like what Harvey is at the time. They
Yeah.
used to call it Murderwood,
Yeah. I remember.
and Maywood Maywood still ain't sweet. So
Right.
it's like that same feel that goes on in the streets of Chicago was the same shit that was happening in the west suburbs too,
Yeah.
including
100%.
Maywood.
I got family in
So
Maywood too, man.
you
Same
know,
thing.
and
All of
Lil
it.
Joe and Lil Joe's from Maywood. He
Yeah.
was the only West Side TS representative. He the only one.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying. But shout out to Lil Joe, man. I'm happy he's at peace, man, because I
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna lie. It's for men, period. It's hard to find peace, whatever that is, man. It's
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
And even when you find it, it's even harder to maintain the peace that you just achieved,
Right.
or you just reached. It's very hard.
Yeah. 100%. I agree. Speaking of that, bro, let me play something right quick. Mm. Uh, we finna dive right in it.
So,
Okay.
Vice President Kamala Harris is going to attend the funeral of Tyree Nichols. The reason that I believe this is a bad idea, because if we don't have the vice president's attention when we are living, then we should not have the vice president's attention when we are dead. I think that black people are becoming too infatuated with the death of black men, that we're forgetting that we have millions and millions of black men that are living that need some type of political advocacy. The black men that are constantly being ignored. Black men like him who cannot even get a job in photography. Black men who can't pursue a dream because no black people are putting things in place for people like him. But for some reason, when he's dead, he get the attention. This is crazy. This does not make sense.
Mm. I ran across that this morning, and I looked. I had to listen to it like about. I just to that probably like 5, 10 times today, bro. And I'm like, man, this sister, she's right. She's right. Um,
Go
you
ahead, keep
know,
talking because I'm.
yeah, I know you gonna go in. You know what? I was not opposed to Vice President Harris attending a funeral, but I just feel like us as blacks, we do praise the deaf culture of black men because it's advertised so much. Every time something happened, it's on the news. You know, gang banging, wars, whatever, cliques, whatever. It's just the death of a black man, right? So when situations like that happen, like what
Hmm.
happened to man, I can't even think of his name right now, but him, that's been going on forever, man. I done been in situations with cops like that. Just wrote, man,
Me
jump out,
too.
boom, put you on the,
Me too.
throw you dead on the hood, boom, put your head on the hot hood, like man, what
Me
y'all
too.
doing? By black cops, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like this been going on forever. I'm glad it's getting attention, but what I hate is that people have to die behind these type of situations, you know.
Right.
And man, that's just my take on it. What's your take on the cross?
This is gonna be a long answer, so
Go ahead, bro. We are.
buckle up, people. First, I'm gonna start off by saying this. There's a saying that always spurs when I always hear shit like this. It's the fact that you're silent when you're alive,
Mm,
but you're loud when you're dead.
mm,
That's the saddest thing of them all. Surely there's people that love love someone, while they're currently alive and all that. But we have been put, we have been systematically put in a type of mind state where it's like we naturally come to a person's aid when they're no longer here.
Mm,
You get the most flowers, you get the most RIPs, you get the most praise of how good of a person you was when in real life as a person was living, you hardly interact, you hardly checked up on people, you hardly said, "Hey, how you doing? I was thinking about you,"
mm-hmm,
and things of that nature. And I'm not gonna lie, like even in that mind state is sickening to me.
mm,
And as crazy as it sounds, it makes me want to disassociate with people. Period. I'm sorry to say it. I'm just being honest
mm,
because it's like, you know, why can't we just learn to just love one another and come together while we all still living? Now, with what just happened here, which leads to the second part, is you want to talk about protect black women. Shit.
mm.
Protect us black men too.
Oh man, let's go.
Because we getting killed in five directions. Our own, whites, hatred culture, cops, and ourselves.
Mm,
I.e., killing ourselves and drugs. Because believe it or not, when a person be on drugs, you're on a suicide mission. It's just slow. I don't give a fuck if you popping pills, you off of Molly, if you doing crack, if you doing heroin, coke, whatever. You're on a suicide mission because of whatever trials and tribulations you deal with. You know, you find this fix of
mm,
something that comforts you, but not knowing it's killing your body and it's killing you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally,
yeah.
because you're relying on that drug or that natural high or whatever type of addiction that leads you to that escape from whatever problems you deal with. Now, for Kamala Harris to even do that, that still goes back to what I say, like, why you want to now, out
Mm,
of nowhere, want to come to a funeral when it's like, bro, we've been needing aid, we've been needing help, we've been having a whole shitload of problems
mm-hmm.
for Lord knows how long. I'm not going to say currently. It's like, bro, ain't nothing changed, man. This is
Facts.
we're dealing with the whole new era of being backdoored of being a black man in America.
Mm,
Now that's scary because back then in them slavery times and the KKK era after the Emancipation Proclamation, they
mm-hmm.
used to kill us through the front door.
Yeah,
But ever since we rised up and started realizing who we really are, now they find a way to manipulate us through the back door.
yeah.
Welfare checks, dividing the black families and stuff like that all plays a part of the backdoor mechanism, which
Mm,
leads to a whole bunch of police brutalities of what's happening to us black men.
yeah,
And then, this is no offense to black women, because yes, we need to protect our black women, but how can we protect black women when we're not protected, as well as learn to protect our own self?
yeah,
Majority of black men and women are misguided, so it's like shit. It's like we're still cattle. The old saying, run nigga run nigga run. Still
mm-hmm.
to this day, but in a back
Yeah,
door fashion, not in
right,
the front door.
right.
And
Uh,
that's why, and it's crazy because there's another old saying to where it's like, which makes us ignorant in a sense. Like you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book.
in the book. There you go. Facts. Facts. I mean, and why you think that is? I mean, they say black people don't read. I think it's different forms of getting information now than it was back
Well,
then. Um, you can get it. You can just listen. Like, see, even riding in the car, my form of entertainment is not music riding. It's podcasts. It's personal development. I
Mm-hmm.
listen to stimulate my mind. You know, I think that keeps us more vibrant. It makes us think. Now if I'm riding, and I did a study on this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to some trap one day. I'm like, man, so I'm in the zone going crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
making, man,
right, right,
I'm with it. Somebody put up on the side, I'm looking at them with the
right.
mud, like, yeah. Now, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Now they looking like, dang, now that's probably, dang, what he on? Now I'm looking at them like, what they on? Like, boom. Now when I'm riding, listening to my personal development, I'm locked right in. I don't care what you doing. I'm trying to get this information so I can come back and I can apply it. Um, so radio, like Kanye always say, radio is a trip. Um, Media in itself pumps that. I just saw someone, NBA young boy, at an interview. He said he kind of like he feel bad that he pumped that in these shorties, pumped that kill culture. You know what I'm saying? That drill, like people harming each other over these guys. These guys have influence.
Well, let me interject real
Go
quick
ahead.
because there's one thing that Kanye was right from that drink champs when he was speaking
Mm-hmm.
about the anti-Semitism. This ain't no
Ah.
offense to the Jews and all that. Shout outs to all the Jews and all that. But one thing that caught my attention was when he said, like, bro, we've been dealing with anti-Semitism amongst our own. When he said, "I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill it." I'm like, that's anti-Semitic right there. And I was like, yep. And it's
Mm-hmm.
accepted when it's amongst our own. And it's like,
Yeah.
which goes back to, we getting killed in five different angles.
Yeah.
And it becomes praised so much. We just lost someone that got killed by five cops.
Mm-hmm.
And forgive me that I forgot his name, but
Me too, man. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the audio recording that I saw, I just shook my head.
Man.
And what also made me angry is like, oh, I find it funny that when y'all arrested these five cops, now it's good that they got fired and all that, and they got put into custody, but it's like, why y'all ain't put that same energy when George Floyd got killed?
Mm. Yeah.
That's another thing that angers me. It's like, oh, y'all could put five black cops under the bus so damn fast, but you sure ain't did that when George Floyd got killed when he couldn't breathe.
You're right.
When I went to
Mm.
Minnesota, I was at the scene where George Floyd got killed at, and let me tell you, man, it was a very spooky feeling.
Mm.
Like I literally saw that same image of that white cop putting his knee on George Floyd's neck when he couldn't breathe. Like we saw that image, and it was
Mm.
me and Budilla was there. Me, Budilla, and Mel. We
Mm-hmm.
was there that day,
Yeah.
and it was the most scariest and most uncomfortable feeling that I've ever witnessed in my life.
Wow.
And it was a big memorial. Like everything, it was that air was a big memorial. And then on the street, it had all the people that was killed due to police brutality.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet there's a million more names to go because that's not even half the list that got killed by police brutality.
Yeah.
And it's just sad, bro. It's like it's just sickening to me.
Yeah.
And that's why, no offense to anyone that is a cop, I don't trust cops. I don't trust trails.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing that I've realized, like, bro, the cops is no different than a nigga on the corner, bro. They no different. They a gang too.
Mm-hmm.
They got their symbols, they got their gang chiefs and stuff like that. They operate the exact same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They no different. They
Facts.
don't like they don't like being told on. They don't like being snitched on neither. They no different.
Mm.
They no different.
Wow. Yeah.
They just the only difference is they have the license to kill.
Mm.
That's why they could kind of freely feel like they above humanity in a sense, and they could be show police brutality to
Mm-hmm.
those that is less fortunate to carry a weapon or whatever the case may be,
Right.
just because they have a badge on their chest and they feel like they above the law and they can do
Right.
as they please. I've been stopped by cops plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time the cop saw me, he told me to come in. You want to know? I already know. I literally did this. I already know, officer. I put my hands up.
Mm.
Just search me and get the fuck on, cuz
Right.
there's. Now let me tell you this one particular story. This involves a black and a Latino cop when I got stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So this was on. I'll never forget this one. This was on Central Park and Chicago Avenue. We was
Okay.
going to the Ghetto DJs headquarters. I was going to link up with Traxman at the time. It was me and
Okay.
Wills. I was riding with Reels. The cops stopped us and they searched me and Wills.
Mm-hmm. And what's Will's nationality?
I think he's a Jew or white or something like that. I don't know.
That's just so people know that's on there.
I don't know. He's white.
Yeah.
Now
European.
here's now
Okay.
here's where it kind of fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
The two cops started fucking with me more than Wills.
Mm-hmm.
And no offense to Wills or anyone that's white, but white privilege is real.
Mm-hmm.
So Wills kind of persuade them to get them cops off me. And this
Yeah.
was right in front of the Ghetto DJ's headquarters, right in front of Traxman, X-Ray, and all them. I was being harassed more. Now I'll never forget that day. And
Wow.
then that's when it made me realize, like, you know what, bro? When you're a cop, ain't no such thing as white, black, or Latino. You're blue.
Mm.
You're a whole different breed to me, right, bro? You're blue. You're not even human. You're blue. You're just a person that thinks that you're above the law all because you got a fucking badge. And 9 out of 10, half of these cops was pussies. They got their ass whooped in school, and that's why they became a cop because they've been bullied so much and beat all their life. Now that they got a gun and a badge, they feel like they got the authority to
Mm-hmm.
beat whoever they feel that they can beat just because they got the license to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me realize, bro, I can't trust trails.
Mm.
I don't trust no cop.
Yeah. I got some good friends that's cops, man, male and female. Um, and
I
I
do too,
just,
but no
yeah.
offense, but I just don't
No, ain't
trust
no
them, man.
offense to them. No, you speaking your truth. That's what I say. You speak your truth with them. I done had terrible experience with cops. I just can't. I don't even look at them as cops though. Like, I just look at them like, man, they still cool. Like, man, I don't know. I never heard them about getting in those situations in the streets or nothing like that. I have saw them at come drive past events we was at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good? Yeah, what's going on? So you know what? I just got I can't say all of them, but it is some dirty cops out here, man. Dirty. It is.
Well, like I said, man, they're no different than any nigga that be on the block, bro.
Oh,
They're no,
right.
and then it's like if you a good cop still letting a dirty cop get away with grimy shit, then you're just as guilty as the dirty cop.
I
Like
hear you.
you're
You're
fine
right.
with it
Yeah.
because of that same code lines in the streets. Don't snitch.
Right.
They're no different, bro. I'm telling you, they no different.
Mm.
They no different, bro.
Yeah. Mm.
Like they don't like, for an example,
Mm-hmm.
you as a cop, they don't want you cooperating with cops of a higher authority. Just the same way, like if you're in an interrogation room and you and your homie did some crime, you better make sure you better not say not one motherfucking word to the cop that's in the interrogation room with you. Otherwise, you snitching.
Mm.
Same concept.
Yeah. I
They're
get you.
no different.
I get you. I get you. Mm. So, uh, We talk about this too sometime. How you feel about the black family structure I think I saw you post something. There was a post or something that was saying, I think it was Glorilla and Moneybag Yo new song, and I don't know exactly what it said. It said something. I know it was F that B, and he's like, she's
Fuck
like
that
F
nigga.
that
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, do you feel like that destroys the black family culture?
Personally, the black family's been destroyed, man.
Hmm. It's
And
been
I'm
destroyed.
not, I'm not, and I'm not saying that it don't exist, but it's
Hmm.
destroyed to a point where it's like for most people, it don't exist for them. Like I feel like black love don't exist for me because for what I have seen, it's like I have seen people in relationships in long substantial relationships, black on like black love type thing.
Hmm.
And then for some reason it's just like the momentum just falls off.
Mm.
And even amongst like when a person be having a child, it's like the relationship falls off. It's like,
Hmm.
and I'll be noticing that, and I'll just be like, why is it that when a relationship or something over when a relationship goes good,
Uh-huh.
things go great,
Hmm.
and it be problems and all that, and then we got this social media thing. People want to run to the internet about their issues and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Now, here's my thing with that though, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But it's just like it just be a fallout. It's like one day it's like lovey dovey, then the next day it's like fuck that nigga. I don't want to be with that nigga. It's like whoa, not too long ago it was all good. Now all of a sudden it's just downhill, and then half the shit that it be over with, it be about minor petty shit that could have been resolved, and that's another thing. I feel like people don't want to resolve things nowadays. People want to misconstrue that, oh, you got to protect your mental and all that, and don't get me wrong, your mental and your sanity matters,
Hmm.
but I feel like depending on whatever situation, if it's something small, I feel like y'all should be able to talk it over and overcome it and move forward, bro. Because in relationships, I understand there's standards and boundaries, but there's going to be new set of standards and boundaries that y'all going to discover amongst each other as y'all be in a relationship. And that's another thing of why relationships don't last, because it's like, look, man, there's going to be forever levels to this shit.
Yeah.
As time goes on, y'all gonna learn more and more and more about each other.
Hmm.
But people be expecting like you supposed to know everything about a person off bat. I'm like, it don't work that way.
Mm.
Ain't no such thing as learn a person off bat. You're going to the the one thing I learned about a relationship is the beauty of relationship is discovering one another. If you're
Hmm.
truly interested in the person that you love, man, every single day,
Mm. Every single day.
every single day.
Yeah.
Like say for an example, right?
Mm.
Like you find out your girl loves to play piano, but you never knew she played piano. Y'all had interest in music,
Hmm.
but you never actually knew that she knew how to play a piano. And then, you be like you discovering more of her that you didn't know about her, because, some things you don't have to tell a person at that moment. It's like savor a few things and discover a person, or she could discover that like you do podcasting, and she could
Hmm.
not know the whole time, and she could be like, I didn't know you like talking to the people
Yeah.
amongst the black community and uplift, like,
Hmm.
or you making your clothing line, like your purpose of
Hmm.
Larry Hott collection, like she could not
Hmm.
know like you make clothing lines. It's like sometimes the discovery of who you have interest for is the most
Hmm.
beautifulest thing that you could ever grasp. But
Right.
the families is just like, it's like a lot of kids is growing up off of co-parenting. It's like mama dealing with this man and your pops is dealing with this woman, and then
Yeah.
and it's like it's not too much black families going on where it's like mom, dad, kids, stuff like that. Not too much, but for
Yeah.
those that is, it's like kudos to them, congrats to them.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them, but it's just a rare trait. Like I ain't trying to sound ignorant, but it's just like that's just from what I see.
Yeah. 100%. No, I agree with you. I see it is a lot of division in the black households. It's
But
sad,
that
but
dates but that dates back to the late '60s and '70s, bro.
yeah.
When the welfare checks came, that was the beginning of the split of
Yeah.
man of a black man and black woman. But people want to say
Hmm.
that's not entirely true, and I kind of agree to that. But for the most part, it is. And
Hmm.
then it's like when it comes to the dating scene, to even be interested in a woman, it's like you it's like it's all beneficial gain. It's nothing genuine. It's like my man gotta buy me this, that, or I don't want this nigga. Like, what? So you mean to tell me if I pay you this, and you think you give me a piece of ass that's gonna make me have like bitch? And and no disrespect to ladies, I don't like calling women bitches.
Hmm.
Let's get that straight. I never been that type, but when I get heated,
Hmm.
you're gonna make me hear like bitch. You feel me? But
Hmm.
it's like that's all you look at men, and that's all men look at women, and it's like at some point
Hmm.
there's gonna be a major division between men and women at some point because we're
Hmm.
also now gender bashing. That
Yeah.
shit's getting old,
Ooh, it's a war going on with that.
especially between black men and women. It's like that gender
Yeah.
bashing is so fucking redundant. It's
Yes,
like,
sir.
do y'all realize that y'all creating more of a divide and conquer amongst our own? It's
Yeah.
bad enough with the light skin and dark skin
Yeah.
bullshit. Now
Right.
black men and women
Yeah.
bashing,
Facts.
it's
Right.
just making matters worse, man.
It
And it's
is.
like, and
It
it kind of
is.
makes a person like myself, because I'm single. I've been
Hmm.
single for 12 going on 13 years. But it just makes me feel hopeless. Like
Yeah. Like it ain't
it
now.
ain't worth it.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I say this all the time. I say to stop that. It started from generations before us. How women been raised and how men been raised.
Hmm.
Um. So the curse had to get broke somewhere, where women had to stop looking at men as ATM, just a money machine. You know, fellas, the man had to stop looking at women like just as a sex object. That's all they good for. If you look at people and like they are equal, they could be a partner to you and y'all can grow together. Sky be the limit. But as long as we still adopt that same old culture and don't break that, we done. You know.
Now let me interject, because
Mm-hmm.
there's this new trending topic called the 50-50 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my definition of it. The 50-50 does, to me, it never meant that, oh, a man should give 50% and a woman should give 50. Like, no, it simply means what you just said earlier, hot partnership.
Yes, sir.
We're here to be of union. So
Mm-hmm.
some days, some days we'll be 100, 100.
Mm-hmm.
Some days I might be a 70, you'll be a 30, or vice versa. But we have each other's back.
Yep.
That's what a 50-50 is.
Come on. Tell them. Talk
Because
to
at
them,
the end of
cross.
because at the end of the day, what if because at the end of the day, I'll do my part, but are you willing to give your part? Even
Mm-hmm.
though I'm giving myself 100 to you as best I can, I'm also giving 50, meaning to where I can meet you halfway. I'm not gonna give you fully my all until you meet me my halfway of
Mm-hmm.
whatever the cases may be. And then when we have a unionship or a companionship of making things happening together,
Yeah.
then we can make a lot of things happen amongst you and I, amongst the chemistry that we have amongst our life. And that's another problem with black families and black and relationships, period. People don't want to
Mm.
build no chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
And that,
everybody just want that instant gratification like they see on this social media. These
bro,
makeshift lifestyles and all this,
bro,
like the stuff is not real, man.
look, look, man. If y'all in a relationship right now and y'all post every picture, every reel, every story timeline, believe it or not, y'all relationship is miserable because what y'all doing is y'all is advertising.
Mm.
You should. I'm not knocking those. I like to take pictures and all that, but it's like on some real shit. You're advertising a fake reality to make people think that this what a relationship's supposed to look like when that's not true.
Mm.
The realest relationships are the people that never post much on social media, on no damn timeline, not on no Instagram, not on no TikTok, nothing.
Mm.
Those be the main ones that have a real solid relationship because they don't need no type of validations of letting the whole world know that, hey, we're a beautiful couple.
Right. Um.
And
Somebody I heard somebody said everybody they always post a human highlight film, like Sports Center or something. They show the highlights. They don't show the whole game when they was down and they almost lost. You know, they just okay
mhm.
bet when they show that game winner though when everybody cheering like yeah. So I mean I don't see nothing wrong with posting. Me personally, like not you ain't gotta post everything. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes y'all might have a moment where you like, you know what, that was dope. That was a memory. That was
Yeah,
something I want to share. But
like
it is some
every
people that go wild though, bro. I know what you said.
like every blue moon, okay, that's cool, but
Yeah.
every day and every moment, like I find it weird when people take a picture of eating McDonald's and Burger King. Like, why are you taking a picture of McDonald's and Burger King, bro? Like, come on, man. Ain't nothing. There's nothing intriguing about to smash this Whopper Junior with my bay here. Like at a damn Burger King. Like really, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Uh,
It's not that serious. I like advertisement. That's an example of advertisement. It's like quit
right.
doing that.
You're
Because
right.
social media is also manipulative to people, man.
100%. Yeah.
Because people want to say don't let social media fool. It's like, bro, y'all live in social media.
Yeah. 100%. It's a world. It's definitely a world to of its own. You know.
Exactly. Because two things. Here's what I learned about social media. People that feels like they don't have a voice either become two things.
Mm-hmm.
They become the exact same person who they are in social media,
Mm-hmm.
or they become the person that they're not in real life in social media. So I'm gonna give you two examples. The nigga that be net banging,
Mm-hmm.
want to say all this, that, for the odds, blah blah blah, but it's like real people know you in real life, and they know that you're not about that,
Yeah.
and knowing that they'll beat your ass in real life, and like I said, man, like
Mm-hmm.
this social media be the matrix, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
that shit gonna backfire. The energy that you put on social media is gonna backfire on you in real life,
Mm-hmm.
which will get your ass whooped or it'll get you killed.
Yeah. You got
For
definitely have
you
to be careful.
to portray something that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Second example, classic. When a woman be showing off her skin, her ass, wearing bikinis and all that, showing her little cleavage and all that, some little
Mm-hmm.
secrets, knowing damn well that us men gonna hop on that inbox, be like, Yeah, man, what's up? I'm trying to hit up on that. I'm like, you ain't trying to hit this one. But
Yeah.
look how you presented yourself on the internet, but you say you ain't like that in real life. So it's like,
Yeah.
what are you then? Why are you trying to be a striptease on social media, but in real life you claim you're not like that? Who are
Mm-hmm.
you? Who is you trying to pull? Who? What are you portraying? Why are you
Mm-hmm.
trying to portray something that they're not? But then here comes the argument of ain't nothing wrong with a woman showing the little cleavage. Well, that's like me saying ain't nothing wrong with me showing my dick then if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Knowing damn well I would not do no shit like that on no social media. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. I think certain see it's a gift and a curse because now you got these influencers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's that like for OnlyFans and stuff, they making a decent living off this stuff by showing, like you say, cleavage or just posing in a bikini. They got subscriptions of people paying 25.99 for them to post a bikini pitch or this and that, or So I think it kind of it's a gift and a curse. Like, all right, we go back to Playboy, right? The
Uh-huh.
magazine
Yeah.
back in the day. How did you feel about that?
I mean, hey man, some man be lonely and they need something to kind of, get that Vaseline. But
But
as but like
uh,
it's nothing new. It's like I look at OnlyFans. Let me just say this: OnlyFans is whatever content you want to do. What happened was
mm-hmm,
that this whole sexual preference of it,
yeah,
it fucked up OnlyFans itself because when people
mm-hmm,
hear OnlyFans, they automatically assume like, oh, you sell sexual content.
100%.
When whole time it doesn't have to be that, or it
They
never
don't.
was that.
Yeah,
Like I could have OnlyFans where it's like I'm not selling sexual content, but I can sell exclusive footwork footage that people ain't never seen before.
facts.
So, and I got a lot of unreleased footage, so I could do an OnlyFans where it's like, well, if you want to see these unreleased footage that I never posted on YouTube nor Facebook, it's gonna cost you.
Yeah,
I could just sell that content.
facts. Yeah,
So people shouldn't make the quick assumption that OnlyFans is a get money fast Chris scheme off of a sexual fantasy or whatever
mm-hmm,
preference that is sexual.
right.
It's like people need to quit doing that now. On the flip side,
Mm-hmm,
most women want to say or men want to say, I'm not a prostitute. I'm just showing a little cleavage and showing little titties on OnlyFans. It's like, sorry, honey, but you're still prostituting. Because before OnlyFans, there was prostitutes in real life that never fucked a client, but gave them a fetish or just did some simple kinky shit that they clients like. So it's
yeah,
the same exact shit as what these people are doing on OnlyFans. You're
facts.
selling a fantasy that intrigues men or women.
Mm-hmm,
People fail to forget like prostitutes that doesn't necessarily mean that they're here to fuck. They're here to do whatever the client tells them. So if they got a
mm-hmm,
titty fest and want to suck on some titty for an hour, they're gonna suck that titty for an hour and then she gotta go.
mm-hmm.
Ain't smashed nothing.
Yeah,
He just sucked on the girl titties.
and that was it.
And that was
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
he paid for it. So that's the exact
right.
same thing that's going on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
It's just a visual prostitution where it's like it's easier to make money, quick, fast, quick schemes.
right. 100%. I feel you, man. We've been going, so I got to touch on this, man. And you probably one of the I heard somebody talk about, but you talk about it openly more than anybody I know is suicide. Um
Yeah.
and it's like, man, And when I think of that, I'll be like, man, I don't know. I remember one time you say, man, you really can't tell nobody how to feel or what they feeling in that moment. And when
Hmm.
you said that, I'm like, man, yeah, you're right. Because it is some times where it's like, man, you just feel a certain way, and it's just damn. So now I go back to a Twitch situation. I don't know. They say they deemed that as a suicide for the Ellen show Twitch.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I go back to that, and I had a cousin that told me he felt that type of way before. So, and I know you talk about it openly. So, how? I mean, you always had them type of thoughts, like even as younger, or it was just as you got older and life started changing, you started feeling that way.
Shit, it goes back to when I was 16 years old, bro.
16. Wow.
Hmm. I'm
Wow.
33 now.
Mm,
I still have those thoughts still to this day.
mm,
I've been hospitalized twice.
okay.
I ain't gonna lie. One time my suicide attempt was in front of my mother.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, it was
yeah.
that bad, man. And I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, it was a lot worse when I was younger,
Yeah.
but it calmed down over the years. And I ain't gonna eat like when I look back, it's like it's fucked up, but
Mm-hmm.
it hit different when it's like you just get tired of life, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then I ain't gonna lie, like after the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
suicide rates started going up. You started
Mm-hmm.
seeing your celebrities started going up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd rather tell that I'm having suicide thoughts than keep it quiet because, like, shoot, we just lost the Green Ranger, killed himself.
Yeah.
The guy from The View killed himself. But you want to
Yeah.
know what makes it you want to know what makes it so fucked up? It's a shock. Nobody didn't know,
Yeah.
especially the fact some people didn't believe that they killed himself. Some people's like, bro, he didn't kill himself. Someone killed him, type thing. It's like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
we'll never know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't be with the conspiracy theories too much, but we'll never know. But
Right. Yeah. That's
the
that's
one
deep, bro.
the one thing I can say is it's just the fact that it's a shock. And when
Yeah.
it's a shock, I think that's more of a painful feeling
Yeah.
because here comes the like I said that you're silent when you're alive. Now you're loud when you're dead
Mm-hmm.
under any circumstances. And I
Mm.
think suicide is one of those things where I think it'll be the loudest of them all because it's a shock to everyone around you. Like, how could you do that? You could have talked to me and all that, but understand. I'm gonna take myself, understand my point of view. What if I have talked to you, but you shunned me and you couldn't understand where I come from or tried to understand where I was coming from? Based on what I was dealing with or what was going through my head or what triggered my mental state to think suicidal thoughts.
Mm.
Like that one particular weekend when when AG and Keith did that birthday bash, I was not in my best mood.
Yeah.
I was having suicidal thoughts then. But
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that I could say I was actually proud of was me not laying in my bed and wallowing, reaping, and letting those things contemplate,
Yeah.
and me making the choice to get up, get out, and try to make myself feel better and be in a happy mood.
Mm.
But even that wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Normally I would lay in my bed, but I was like, you know what, something has to change. So I think the difference between back then and now is like I don't try to whop in it. I just try to find things to do that I know that will put me in the comfort zone. But it was just one of those days where it was just wasn't easy. And
Yeah.
then afterwards, I went live and I just said like, bro, I'm just a person that just needs an extra push, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking for nobody to hold my hand, but I
Mm-hmm.
am asking for a helping hand.
Mm. Got you.
And I just need more of it. Once
Yeah.
I get on my 2 feet, I got the rest.
Right.
And
Just. Mm-hmm.
and just me as a person that's suicidal, I don't ask for much from nobody
Mm-hmm.
because I already know logically I'm gonna have to find a way to stand on my own 2 feet on my own to try to maintain. But I also need to say this into where two things. I don't live for myself. I live for my mother because
Okay.
still to this day it's like I don't want to be in this life, bro. It's sad to say, but most
Mm-hmm.
times I don't because I just don't like how life is, especially in the current state of living. It's just miserable and unbearable to where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I can't take another day of this life shit and people as well in it because it's just and then secondly, I tell people, you know what, I discovered something. People just gonna have to learn how to be mentally prepared to lose a loved one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because especially if you know a person is suicidal,
Mm.
because it's kind of like you better learn to be at peace with it real fast because you know that
Mm-hmm.
a person just just can't just can't handle this life period, bro. It's hard to explain, bro. This is my best way of explaining it. It's like
Yeah.
some people just some people just can't take how life is, bro, and they just check out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
when DMX died, I was like, bro, he's him and I'm me. I him and he's me because I think he said he died of drugs, but I was like, bro, to me in a way he committed suicide.
Mm.
Man had all the money in the world, he was loved everywhere, but
That was too much for him.
it
Yeah.
was too much for him, and it's like be on our shoes where it's like, bro, some people we're just not good to that positive love and influence like that, bro. Why
Mm-hmm.
we're just not used to it. It's like we want to,
Mm-hmm.
but we're just not, and it's not that easy to just accept that
Yeah.
or to just embrace that. It's like it's just not easy, and it never will be easy. But don't get me wrong, like for me, it got better. Like I'm gonna give you a better example if you could understand.
Okay.
My dad, when he grew up, he never had no hugs or he never hugged nobody. So he never knew what it was like to hug someone
Mm.
because he never had it in his lifetime.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, I think I did hug, but it made him cringe. He wasn't used to it.
Okay.
And it took him years. I'm not talking about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I think he didn't start hugging for real until I think I was in my 20s.
Okay.
So it's like his whole lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
he never had no hug like that, or he wasn't in used to that embracement of being
Yeah.
hugged.
Yeah.
So it's the same way of me, like I'm not used to the embracement of the positive love and vibes, but at the same time, it's like I know I need it.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to it.
Facts.
And still
Mm.
to this day, I feel weird about it. And I'm 33 years old.
Yeah.
But in today's society standards, it's like people want to say, "Oh, you a grown man, you shouldn't have be feeling this way,"
Mm.
this, that, and the third, and it's like, bro, no one's never prepared for this world we call life. Nobody. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give no fuck how old you is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide don't got no age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I,
So, you know,
I
and
feel you.
that's why I'm not afraid to admit it, because I refuse to be that black man that just deals with shit just because I'm a man. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not being quiet about none of my feelings. Like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I refuse. I'm
And
not gonna hold I'm not gonna hold my feelings in just because I'm a man, man. Fuck y'all.
yeah.
The last time I did that, it ended me up in the hospital because I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take this shit no more.
Right. And see, that's why I say that's what I respect about you, bro. You tell it on site. um, what do I know you hit the gym? You know,
Yeah, that's my new therapy.
okay,
It's me here in the gym. Besides doing this footwork thing, and
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, bro, I love it. I just
yeah,
came from the gym before you hit me up.
okay, got you. Yeah, I see you being there hard too. I say pause, but you be in there. Um, you say that's your new therapy, so that helps you like keep you at a calm state.
Yeah, it it,
Yeah,
it does. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie, it does.
yeah, yeah. I feel the same way, bro. Like, being in there, man, just do something different. It's just, I guess, when I leave is when I feel the best, though. Like, I'm saying, you do that, then you come out like it's just like fresh air, like a breath of fresh air. Like, I just did, like I just conquered the world or some shit. Or how back in the day you beat the game or something, a game that was
Yeah,
so hard, and
yeah.
I'm like, oh
Well,
man, I just
it's
beat it.
it's opposite for me. It's like it's a breath of fresh air the moment I'm in that gym.
Okay, got
Like
you, got you.
like just pumping that iron, just breathing. It's like
Mm-hmm.
trying to get them demons off me, man. And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just it don't matter if I'm doing deadlifts. It don't matter if I'm going to using leg press,
Mm-hmm.
doing doing bench press,
Mm-hmm.
doing the row, doing curls. It don't matter, man. It's just a stress reliever, man. And it be the best feeling ever, man. I ain't gonna lie, because like me just be exactly like how I be feeling like I want to just kill somebody, knock somebody out, or even
Mm-hmm.
me just harming myself, bro. But it's like I transfer that same energy into lifting them weights.
Yeah.
And
100%.
now I'm at a point like I can't go, like if I miss a day, it's like I'm gonna be hurt, like fuck. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I be having things to do because I be having to juggle a lot
Mm-hmm.
in my
Mm-hmm.
life, just like everyone else does.
Yeah.
So, you know, and what's funny is people want to say that, you should go to therapy and all. I'm like, bro, I done did enough therapy in my life. I'm not doing therapy no more because I've
Mm-hmm.
learned why pay to talk to somebody when
Mm-hmm.
talking to someone is free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying to talk to no fucking body. And then
Mm-hmm.
people kill me when they say because therapists have all the answers. No, the fuck they don't.
Mm-hmm.
The same, I've heard the same lines I've heard from a therapist is the same lines that I've heard from a regular person.
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference. And then for people to say, "Oh, these person ain't gonna be able to tolerate like a therapist would." Well, don't. If that's the case, don't be in relationship. Don't have no friendships. Don't have nobody. Just
Mm-hmm.
live the life by yourself alone, and people don't want to deal with you
Yeah.
because it don't matter who you interact with. You're gonna somewhat deal with their shit the same way they're gonna deal with yours if they truly care about you genuinely.
Right.
When you have a wife, her problems is now your problems.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a child, your child's problems gonna be your problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I'm down, my mama's down
Mm-hmm.
because I'm her baby. I'm a grown man, but the I just learned this not too long ago though. The one thing bigger than a man's pride is a mother's love.
Mm, that's what's up.
And that's the same reason of why I say like, bro, I'm living for my mother because the pride in me is like I don't want to be here. I want to check out, but I
Mm-hmm.
love my mother so much. I don't want to break her heart.
Yeah.
And you know,
Mm-hmm.
I love to see her. I love to see her smiling. And my mom once said that you are as happy as your saddest child, and I'm the saddest child, and my mom is the most happy when I'm happy. So when I was in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
those 2 weeks, my mom was the happiest because she saw that I was happy.
All right. That's what's up, bro. Man, I just had to touch on that, man. Appreciate you for sharing that with us, bro. Um, man, I went to hour 15. It's all good. So, man, I want to thank y'all, man. Thank Crossfire for man coming on here. You know what I'm saying? He shared his truth like he always do. It don't matter if we here, if we at the event,
Yeah,
at a park.
that's. I hope y'all don't take things wrong or whatever I said, man. I try to speak it as best as I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like my comprehension ain't all that good, but I
No,
try.
man,
I
please.
try.
Hey, as long as you got it out there, you good, man. I know y'all see the information that's scrolling, but can you give me your information, bro, so I can follow you and tell them what you got going on?
What I got? Well, tomorrow I got a podcast with
Mm-hmm.
special guest Wheezy from
Mm-hmm.
House of Works, man. You know what I'm saying? From West Side. Shout out to the West Side, man. And you can follow me if y'all want to watch the podcast. You can follow me at Crosstalk Podcast. That's CROSSTALKPODCAST _. I do it every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, if y'all want to watch that, and I occasionally do it on Saturdays too at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's on occasions if in case people can't do it on Thursday, then I
Yeah.
move to Saturdays. And then my other Instagram page is Watching Witness,
Mm-hmm.
is WATCH letter N
Mm-hmm.
WITNESS _. So that's where you could post. That's more of the general pitch post that I posted myself, as well as me posting all the footwork battles and stuff like that, man. So you can catch that on there. So I got 2 pages. And then if you want to catch me on Facebook, it's Isaac Harris, ISSACHARRIS. You'll see a picture of, it'll be a black and white picture of myself and my boy Takuya. So that's my page. If you want to check out my classic footwork videos, you could go on YouTube, which is youtube.com/the Don312. It's not THA, it's THE. So it's the Don312 all together. So y'all can check that out. Uh, that's about it. I ain't got nothing else special, man. I'm more focusing on podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not much editing videos like that no more because I've been looking at the current state of videos. It's like people ain't doing too much of editing work like that. So
Okay.
simplicity is key nowadays when it comes to filming. So that's what I'm focusing on. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm more focusing on podcasts, just speaking about what goes on in the culture and just give people a different perspective of what goes on in the culture, man, and kind of teach people to learn to not always have a narrow vision. Like, bro, you got to be broad of what's going on and what other people are saying. Just the
Yeah.
same way, like, I want people to learn how to be broad of what people saying, like in general terms of real life, and not be such an asshole to where you, you know, shove their foot down their throats like their opinions don't mean nothing or perspectives don't mean nothing. So
Fact. I feel that. That's what's up, bro. Yeah. Y'all can find me coming up the OG. No, you can catch me, man. All platforms. Who is on IG? Who _Larry _Hott HOTT. And man, you know what? You can visit www.larryhotcollection.com, man. What purpose you'll prosper, man. Man, that's just how we moving. That's how we living. You know what I'm saying? We wear it and live it. And man, YouTube, anybody that's on YouTube, man, like and subscribe to my channel. Man, you know the podcast, man, rolling. I got some more dope guests per usual. I tell y'all, I'm bringing y'all dope guests. I try every week, but if I can't get every week, I'm bringing it every 2 weeks. Like you said, Cross, I'm really finna focus on this podcasting too. I love because I like talking to the people, man. You know, I love
Yeah,
hearing
I'm
people's
starting to like
story.
it too, man, because
Yeah.
it's like
Hmm.
my main focus of my podcast. It's time to dead loose ends and get in depth of why the
Hmm.
culture is in the state of where it's at today, because
Yeah.
it's like we're making progress, but it's like I feel like the culture in Chicago is on a dry spell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's trying to make its comeback here in the city. But real quick, man, what's up with that Purpose and Prosper sweatshirt that I saw on the website,
Oh
man? I'm
man.
like,
Hey, I'm
that
finna
shit
throw it
kind
up
of
before I
tight,
go to bed.
man.
See, it was a seat. I'm finna tell y'all a gem, right? When you release your stuff, you gotta do exclusive releases when you got brands, right? So I'm gonna put it up before midnight tonight. And when I wake up, they should be gone. And then I can release some more. And that'll be it. I'm gonna put it up. I got them in there. I got them waiting. Matter of fact, stay right there. Oh no. Oh
Oh
no.
shit!
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Take a shot for me. Whoa.
Oh snap!
Yeah. They here. They here. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
shit!
They here. They here.
Oh shit!
They here.
All all flame.
They here. I'm just chilling, waiting on the time. They here.
Hey, that shit cold, man. I'm loving that, man. The sweatshirts is cold.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. So I'm gonna release them tonight. And
I might have to cop one and such.
yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right, good people. We gonna get on out. And
Yeah,
yeah, I think I'm
man.
coming back next week for another one. Yeah. So I'm gonna have another dope guest. Stay tuned for the fly and we out. Peace.
Thanks again, man.
Yes,
Peace out
sir,
and
bro.
such, y'all.
Same to you, bro.
Salute.
Salute.
Uh